Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode on the channel. Today we're building this awesome Guardian farm behind us, which peaks at about 20,000 items per hour. It is absolutely insane, and probably one of the longer farms that I've built. Definitely a couple hours worth of just design have gone into this. So I'm just going to put myself in spectator, because that'll increase the rates. because we have an AFK player. No, we don't. I guess last time I logged out, he logged out as well. Okay, let's just summon one in. On Carpet Mod, you actually have the ability to summon in AFK players. That way, you can leave the world and have your farm running. Spell that right? Yes. Spawn. So we got a little sponge there. You can see him up in the tab menu. And what we're actually going to do now is you're going to see the rates aren't actually that great right now. Even though it does look like quite a bit are dropping out. So I'm just going to go through the basic fundamentals of this and the basic mechanics. All we're doing is we are clearing out the area in which the monument used to be, and as many of you will know, you can only have guardians or any, what's the name? Any item spawn, or any mob spawn only in its hitbox. Actually, let's get rid of slime chunks. So actually, as you can see, this is the monument bounding blocks. So that means that guardians can only spawn in this area, and the conditions that they have to meet are that they have to be in water. It doesn't matter if it's flowing or solid. I decided to use flowing because that eliminates the chances of fish spawning. And then all we have is a simple gas conveyor belt, which I just love watching. All they do is they just push the guardians along into this funnel, like that, and then they just get sent down using another gas system. And this is actually different from what you would have seen in the video. It is a bunch of portals, and this is using update suppression. And update suppression is something hard to do. I will leave a link below to a video that explains it really well. Probably the only video out there. But what this allows you to do is remove the top obsidian from the portal. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say that this is cheaty because I used the schematic to remove the blocks. That's because I didn't want to build the massive update suppressor, which would have taken many, many hours that I just really did not have. So now if we go into the nether, and you can see that they fall out, and then I use that trick again so they fall straight through. If we go /log counter white, and we go tab, you can see that's roughly the items per hour. Actually, let's go counter reset. Let's go white reset. So you can see I was peaking about 1920. You see right now we're 1978. The rates do fluctuate quite a bit, but they usually peak at about 20,000, and they average pretty much about 19,000, 20,000. You can see what happens, they fall down, and then it's just like a witch farm. They fall to their death, and then I just have the carpet mod, which allows me to count the items per second. Honestly, this is a crazy farm, the fact that you can get 20,000 items. The only thing is that it does not give you XP, which I know a lot of you would probably use a guardian farm for anyway. You can modify this if you had this leading to another portal, because as soon as the mobs come into the nether, they're removed from the mobcap. So if we actually go log mobcap, they're completely removed from the mobcap, which is incredibly nice to know. So you can actually contribute a group of them here and then send them over to another portal and then kill them in the overworld, where you can manage them a little bit better, or you can just make this portal smaller and then have them drop into a very small little chamber and you can kill them here. It depends on what you really want to do, but actually once you come into the nether, you can actually go back into the overworld, and that counter will keep running because, actually that was the wrong button, because the farm, because whenever a mob goes into the nether portal, it'll load the other dimension for 15 seconds. So if we're continually putting mobs into it, it'll continually load it. So this is kind of a perma-loader, I guess you can say, but for the nether. And that's really much it for the mechanics of the farm. I didn't actually, you could make this farm quite more efficient if you used all of the space here for them to spawn in, but I miscalculated the size I was going to use because I wanted to put I think it was 4 or 5 block roof overhanging it. That again increases efficiency. The darker the area, usually better, except for when it comes to slime. And that was on me. I should have made this area a little bit bigger. But if you do want to make this the most efficient as possible, utilize this entire space, and then you'd have your slab roof right at the top of the bounding blocks. And I will leave the mod that I use, this one right here, in the description. It's incredibly useful, and honestly, I use it for all my farms. There is actually a farm coming up. It's a wither skeleton farm, and I use it to look at the bounding blocks of the fortress. And we'll go through all the mechanics of that in that video, so you get a much more detailed explanation in the next video. Actually, no, 2 videos from now. The next video will actually be just a quick couple of videos on my storage system, maybe a little bit of an explanation. I don't know yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was incredibly fun farm to make. Definitely one of the harder ones that I've made in these last couple weeks. And I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys really enjoy this, want to learn more about redstone and the technical side of Minecraft, consider subscribing. It's free, it takes a couple seconds, and it'll help me out a ton. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next